Hello and welcome to the Super Basement Bro Show. This is our Google Stadia and EA Play recap episode. Google Stadia just happened this last Thursday and EA happened on Saturday. We are recording the Sunday of the Xbox conference.
And E3 has started already.
It's begun. It started like a week ago.
It's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy. It starts earlier every year.
It does.
People have been just touting this last week as E3 leak week.
May and June's just going to be
leaked. Look, in our generation now, I feel like it's so much harder to not leak something.
I know. I honestly wonder how it's like, you know, real fast, quick interstitial. I'm like, so Rocksteady announced they're not going to be at E3, which sucks.
Lies. I think it's going to
be lies. I hope so, dude.
I think they
think just like how they lied that Robin wasn't in Arkham City.
But if it is true that they're not going to be there, part of me is just like, maybe it's a smart thing to announce what your game is so it doesn't get leaked. Think about it, because like, so Elder Scrolls, we knew there was going to be another Elder Scrolls, right? But they went ahead and announced Elder Scrolls 6 because they didn't want it to get leaked or that trailer to get leaked or something. So they just put it out there. It's like, yeah, you're going to have to wait a few years, but at least you know what it is now. Like, I'm worried in the next couple months, like, Rocksteady's going to be planning to reveal their game at Game Awards, and there's going to be a leak like, oh, look, there was a Justice League listing on Amazon, you know, or something.
Or, you know, Rocksteady put up a dummy project on Best Buy, which is still confirming that they have a game, even though they don't know what it is. Well, real quick, I want to mention, because we've had not just the conferences, but we've had little tiny like live streams from different little companies. I mean, Bungie's had one and stuff like that too. So literally E3 started.
Yeah, we can mention
like
a lot of like the little. There's been like this whole week has basically been like little E3 news bits everywhere.
It has.
But let's go ahead and start with the first big one, which is Google Stadia finally entering the arena in the E3 press conference lineup, which is awesome because...
And this was on the...
especially not having PlayStation. It was
something new.
It's nice to have something new, yeah.
This was on the 6th, I think.
Yeah, I think the 6th sounds right.
Thursday the 6th.
Yeah, so what do you guys think? Google Stadia, what do you are you guys on board?
So did you guys both watch the live stream?
I watched the whole live stream.
Yeah,
me too.
I did too. Yeah.
It wasn't very long, so I woke up, I just watched 30 minutes.
It was like,
So with Stadia, it has me. There's a few concerns I have, but I'm also I want them to succeed.
Yeah,
gaming anywhere,
of course.
The Switch is great and all, but it doesn't have those games like maybe Baldur's Gate or
it doesn't have
Assassin's Creed Origins,
AAA third-party games.
Well, and not to discount Nintendo at all. I mean, but the Nintendo Switch isn't nearly as powerful as a Google server, you know, where it's basically a console.
And Nintendo's always done kind of their own thing, and they're kind of comfortable and okay with them being like a Nintendo exclusive console.
Nintendo is in their own
You play the Switch to play Nintendo games. You don't play the Switch to play Assassin's Creed.
Well, I was mentioning it. I don't remember who to, but like Nintendo's kind of that thing that you'll get anyway. Because you kind of either, you get an Xbox and a Nintendo. Or you get a PlayStation and a Nintendo.
Exactly.
You know, you always get the Nintendo because it's its own thing. Mm-hmm. It's never like...
They're out of the big three, they're the most different out of PlayStation and Xbox.
Nintendo.
Yeah.
Which I'm super hyped for theirs. That's on Tuesday. Nintendo's is on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I watched the Google Stadia announcement, and I was actually really hyped for it at first. I remember I had it playing before it even started. And for some reason, I was getting super hyped because there was already the leaks from that Destiny 2 is going to be on it, and that's one of my dreams. Is I've always wanted to be able to play like Destiny on the go.
It's a perfect game,
like these online games, you know. And so, real quick, Google Stadia was a dream for me on my phone, like you guys, like most of you guys, because we're not going to play on a laptop. Because like you take a laptop on the go, you don't have cellular data, you know. You need Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Even like a desktop or anything.
If you're gonna play on that, you just play on PC.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or
your Switch.
Yeah, it might as well. If you're home, you might as well just play on your console.
Yeah,
where there's not gonna be any lag or anything like that.
Because I was hoping like the one benefit that Google Stadia was gonna have was the fact that the phone, because it has cellular data, right? Which the Switch doesn't. You can't really play games on the go. You know, that's not really a true statement because if you're in a car, you can't play some games that are online. But I was really looking forward to that. I was like, ooh, yeah, okay. If they were smart, right, they could have very well done any phone. But
which it sounds like are trying.
They're trying. But real quick, this was toward the end. But they announced that it's, as of right now, just exclusive to the Google Pixel phones.
Yeah.
Which sucks. Because, like, I know there's people out there who have that.
The two biggest phones,
what percent of people have
1% in our 30-person family has it.
Has the Google.
Yeah.
And because he's a freaking weirdo.
He's a freaking weird. Because he's a cop.
Yeah, he's a freaking cop.
Only narcs have
Google Pixels.
Google Pixels.
So did you guys hear the whole streaming thing with it though? So streaming the games will take 1 terabyte of data space within 36 hours. So Comcast specifically, like I have Xfinity internet service. I pay for unlimited, but their internet service has what?
I don't know. I'm just laughing. Go ahead.
So
why?
I don't know.
So within 36 hours, you will use your entire internet for the month.
Are you serious?
Yeah. What is up?
What's going on?
I'm suddenly really laughing.
Frank. I pay for Comcast.
Oh man, I'm just excited. It's E3, man.
It is. It's a fun,
E3.
it's a fun
I'm getting
time.
bumped.
Emotions running high.
I'm just getting super excited, but continue.
That's
Sorry.
nuts.
Yeah, that's a
nuts.
lot of space. Like you can use 1 terabyte. It takes me an entire month to use a terabyte.
You
But
said
if you're
36 hours?
36 hours.
Not
That's
even
a day
2
and a half.
days?
You could play a day and a half of gaming in an entire month, and that's it. Like
Wow.
if you're gonna stream the games on Stadia.
So it sounds like that's more casual based. Like only casual players are really gonna.
Yeah, you can't really use Stadia as your only way to game.
Oh my gosh.
Like
yeah.
if you're a hardcore gamer, that's not gonna.
No,
fulfill.
there's no way. I mean,
No
I
way.
play at least a day and a half of gaming a
month.
month.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
if at least or close,
And I mean, I pay for unlimited personally, so I have on whatever.
So would you be able to? So with unlimited, you'd be able to play.
With unlimited,
past
you can
36.
play whatever you want, as much as
3,
you
4, 5
need.
terabytes.
But it's still that's going to use so much space, and Comcast is going to be struggling if people are just going to pay for.
I feel like most internet companies like that's going to be a problem. Not just even internet, like your cell providers. I mean, you got not just Wi-Fi plans, but you got cell plans now. Which cell plans don't nearly have a terabyte of data they have as a limit, unless you have unlimited.
Well, cell plans are most of the time unlimited. That's
but with you don't, you could
You're screwed.
play
you're
2
screwed.
seconds
Yeah,
of
yeah.
a game.
I don't know how you don't have an unlimited plan in general now.
At this point.
Well, the big thing that cell phones need to do now is get the 4G or the 5G stuff
get that going.
because that's way faster, and that will actually support Stadia 4K gaming.
Yeah, I think
Right now 4G LTE is gonna support maybe 1080p.
Yeah,
It's not gonna support the 4K.
Which, granted, though, I don't know if anybody should fully expect to play 4K gaming on their phone. I feel like that's like a pipe dream. That's something that's way down the line.
I mean, I'm hoping. The thing is, though, is like that's something I'm really hoping from like online streaming game services is. Hopefully it's in a place where it is really functional and it is really high res, because otherwise what's the point? Like it doesn't, there's not much, like I don't want to be playing, freaking Assassin's Creed Odyssey on my phone and it's like lagging really bad and hard. Like I don't want to be doing that. Like I'd rather just wait till I get home, play it on my 55-inch TV, It's like why would I want to put myself through that? So at the end of the day, as of right now, where I kind of stand is I'm not sold yet. I mean, I like Hasten. I want it to succeed. I want all these to succeed.
I want gaming to be on the go to be effortless.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That'd be awesome.
And the thing is look, here's my problem is even like if the effort was hard. Like so, for example, if I got Google Stadia and I was playing at 720p, even 1080p. I would be a little upset, but I would be fine with it. My biggest problem is their price range and what they decided to do with the fact of their games, right? I think it was a really dumb decision. Because what they chose to do is basically, you're paying for what is considered kind of like Xbox Live. So your ability to play online and do stuff online. But you still have to buy the games at full price. And you can get up to 4K, but most likely not. I mean, there's the meme running around now, because like literally in the Google Stadia thing, he says up to like 40 times. Which up to just means you can get up to that. Mm-hmm. Most likely not.
Probably not.
Probably not. Because like think about your internet, or like when you're watching a phone on a YouTube video, like it usually goes down in quality, right? Just to save space for everybody and bandwidth and stuff. So it's most likely not going to be up to. You might get up to 4K every once in a while.
So what do you guys think of the whole idea that you're basically for $10 a month, they announced it's $9.99 per month for the 4K quality, right? And like whatever. Their highest package is $10 a month. Pretty good price. I don't think that's too bad.
That doesn't seem crazy.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, too, though,
Can you buy it like I wonder if you can buy it like yearly and have it kind of like Xbox Live Gold, where it drops down to like
well,
60.
so there is the free service that's coming out a little later.
Yeah,
I think
which is what I'm personally going to wait for.
Yeah, but so from my understanding, the pro scene, the reason why you would pay the $10 a month is because it's kind of like Xbox Live Gold, right? But with the free-to-play model, you still get online services. Because the pro model is you get discounts on games, you get free games every once in a while. I mean, they said that Destiny 2 is the first one.
That's going to be awesome. I want to talk about that.
Which is really cool. Which, funny enough, they don't even have to do that because Destiny's going to be free-to-play anyway.
That's true.
So it's like, but it's actually called the Destiny Collection that comes with even the newest DLC. But anyway, I'll get back to that. So, and then you of course you get discounts and you get priority service. So if their servers start struggling, if you're a pro, you'll get priority as far as like the best quality, right? Everybody else will have to drop down to 720p, right? You'll be priority because since you're paying, you're the pro. Which is like, I think that's kind of dumb, and I feel like that is segregating your audience. You know, it's where you have the pro and then you have the poor,
the lesser than.
Yeah, and it's like that's stupid. That's a stupid system because you know how easily they could have done, because we all know this. We've talked about this before. Xbox has Game Pass, right? And nothing comes close to Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah.
You know? Nothing comes close. It is a Netflix-style gaming service, which is nuts. It's nuts. And it's only $10 a month.
And they keep adding games every, 5 days.
Oh, yeah.
There's 3 new games every couple days.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's some high quality.
Oh my gosh,
once in a while.
like literally just recently they added Borderlands the Handsome Collection, which comes with 2-3 games. But
did they?
Yeah, Handsome Collection's on there. I'm pretty sure now.
It's on Game Pass.
I'm pretty positive.
No, it's on
PS.
It's free on PS.
Oh, PS4. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
It's not added on game because if it was, I would be playing it right now. Because I really want to try to play it before Borderlands 3 comes out.
Oh, and you'll be out. Oh, easy. It's $8 right now. Live Gold.
Yeah,
$8?
It's $8.
Cheap, yeah.
Well, maybe then I'll buy it.
But the reason I brought it up is because nothing comes close to it, and you're only paying $10 a month. And not only that, you can combine it with Xbox Live Gold and only pay $15 for both.
Yeah.
That is nuts. And Google Stadia had an opportunity here to rival with Xbox. If they came out and they're like, all games, you can stream all games for free instantly.
Well, I'm just surprised.
With $10 a month.
I mean, we had this conversation on our last episode. I don't think that's feasible, but I'm surprised they didn't announce a Game Pass style subscription.
But that's what Game Pass does.
Where it's but it's not every game.
I'm not saying, but Google Stadia doesn't have every game.
Yeah. Well,
what I'm saying is Google Stadia's library, because they have about, not even as many games as Game Pass does, but around the same section.
Yeah, what I would say though is even if they did a Game Pass model thing, Google Stadia Pass or whatever, and it grants you 10 games a month. And they alternate. Even if they alternated, that would be cool. So you get Destiny 2 is free, but whatever's on there. So the next Assassin's Creed, the next Grand Theft Auto, or whatever, and then they alternate every month. You could kind of just dive in, try out these games. I think that. Well,
know what they could do even too is that exactly right, kind of what Game Pass has, where it alternates the games, and some even leave Game Pass. Because we've seen that now, the games will leave Game Pass. And what they could do is they could still allow you to buy the game. So look,
you get a pretty big discount too if you buy the game.
With the 10 games available, you can try them out all for free with the $10 a month, right? Play them instantly, right? But then when you're done playing it, and it says warning, this game is about to leave Game Pass in 2 days. Would you like to buy it? It's only $40. Then you can keep it.
It gives you the discount.
Yeah, because then you can keep it after those games cycle out.
Yeah.
So you're almost taking games as they cycle in.
Which ones you want to buy. It almost become a
rental service.
Yeah, exactly. Like a GameFly.
It's what you do with Redbox. When you go, you buy these games on you rent these games on Redbox. If you like them, you buy them.
Yeah, but if you don't,
and
you
even
beat them
Redbox
once, you don't
offers.
Need them.
You can buy the game from Redbox too for a discounted price. It would just be the disc or whatever, and it's used. But you could get it for I think the other day I was there and they had Kingdom Hearts 3 or whatever, and I rented it for $3, and then it offers you. It's you could buy it for $30.
And that's
pretty. No one else is renting this game.
Yeah, exactly.
People have been putting their copies that they didn't even rent from us.
They're just trying to give us.
They're just trying to. I don't want this.
I don't want it.
GameStop won't even take it back.
GameStop won't give me any money for it.
GameStop's going out of business.
GameStop won't even give me 1 cent for it.
No, but I don't know what went through their head. Like, of course they're new to this, and I give them flack because Google's never done anything like this with gaming, and jumping into it, they didn't really know what people wanted.
Well, and for them starting out like this, I will say
it's good for starting out.
It's pretty good for starting out.
Really good for a first console,
for a first time company, and it's not technically not a console, which is
I don't even know what to call it.
A service.
Well, I'd consider it's a service.
I'd call them a company. Like a gaming company, but like I don't know if I'd call them a console like Xbox.
I mean, if you said there was any sort of console, it would be the servers are the console themselves because they're the ones running the game.
Yeah, or the Chromecast Ultra.
The Chromecast, or anything.
Yeah,
Google itself is the console.
For a first time service, I think it's honestly like pretty decent.
Oh yeah, I mean you look at most companies' first console, the first Xbox. Nothing, PlayStation 1 was decent, but it wasn't amazing,
Nintendo's first one was...
Nintendo's was good, but Sega Genesis, most of these consoles, they struggle at first. They do something really crazy and it doesn't work, but I feel like I give them passes, and I'm actually... There's a chance when it comes free that I might actually play it pretty consistently. I think it'd be really cool because Destiny will be free. Yeah, because Destiny will be free, and... It'll just be cool to...
It's really when they get it on your phones.
Yeah.
Once they get it on your phones, it's worth it.
Oh, yeah. Like, it'll be so worth it. And especially if it's on something that's not just Google Pixel. Because I'm not going to go out and spend $300 on a phone that I won't like the phone itself, but just so I can play games.
The Pixel's like $1,000. It's the same price as
an
iPhone.
Oh, yeah. Because it's got like an amazing camera. But literally, like... I've looked at the Pixel, and it doesn't have anything appealing as far as the phone goes. Besides
the same thing everything else has.
And that's why I've decided to wait as of now, because I might as well wait for the free edition and then hope that they have expanded to other phones at that point.
With Android, you could probably somehow download it legally anyway.
True.
Android allows
Fortnite's
that.
going to go on the Stadia probably. You know what I mean?
That would make sense. I mean,
absolutely.
they'd be dumb if it didn't. It's already on normal phones.
Yeah. It's not on the 3DS though, so what the heck?
I know, what the heck?
What's going on, Spoon?
Get Fortnite on the 3DS.
3DS
players versus
3DS.
PC.
That'd be
Hashtag Fortnite on the Vita.
So do you guys want to talk about this Destiny thing? It seems pretty cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, I can actually... Because it was around the same time. So this was like a super hype day for me. Because I felt like at the time so much was going on. I was at work and I'm like...
I can't keep up.
So, poor freaking Bungie. Poor freaking Bungie cannot, for the life of them, keep something secret. They have tried and tried and tried.
Yeah, I
every
feel like
time.
They're
somehow people are like,
leaked.
Bungie just copyrighted this name or something. And literally, so we follow this guy on Twitter. Credit to him, Warrior64. He's awesome.
Yeah.
Go give him a follow.
Warrior64 if you want some insane deals.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Follow him.
So he had retweeted something. One of his buddies was like, leaked, Destiny just posted this on bestbuy.com or something, like Shadowkeep. It was Destiny 2 Shadowkeep. And it said like a whole new expansion.
That was like right before the conference too.
It was literally the night before. And I was like, oh, they made it so close. Mm-hmm. And it was...
This is why I always worry, especially at E3 with announcements. Mm-hmm. It's like, I almost am just like, just announce your game so you don't get
quick. I don't want to see it unless it's the official announcement.
Yeah, exactly.
And so
I feel bad sometimes.
With this, I was okay with seeing it because since it wasn't the actual game reveal...
doors have officially been open for Xbox conference.
Let's go.
We're getting close.
I think it's the pre-show right now.
Yeah.
So that had got leaked, and Bungie, funnily enough, rolled with it, which I love. They accepted it. They literally started out the live stream with the game director and the game publisher coming out, and he was like, all right, so everybody's been calling this Destiny Leak Week or something, and he's like, let's just start it out with the trailer for Shadowkeep. He wasn't like announcing, and then they played the trailer, and he's like, so we know you guys have already heard of this.
You know what Shadowkeep is? This. Joke's on you. We changed the name last minute. It's called FU.
It's called Keep Shadow. So anyway, it's basically, you know how the Destiny 2 had the big expansions, Forsaken, Taken King, that were basically like 2.0s of the game. This is a barely smaller version like that.
So it's not even a full half game.
It's a full half game basically, but barely smaller. So Destiny 1 came out with an expansion called Rise of Iron, which was like it's like a 0.5 instead of a 1.0. It's almost like half a game. I don't know how to explain it. But this one they said will be bigger. But so big news as far as that goes though, because they announced that Destiny 2 is going to have a 5-year life cycle.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
So, because they came out and said that...
It's a great game.
So, yeah.
Like,
it's great.
It's a fun game. And especially when it goes free to play, I mean, there's not a better game.
I'm telling you right now,
you know what I mean?
I'm telling you right now, now that they left Activision, they are looking so good and promising. Like, the stuff they've talked about...
So Destiny 3 won't be launching until, 2022?
Here's the thing. So what happened was they did have plans, they were in development, and they left Activision, and they didn't like the direction Activision was taking it. So they've completely scrapped it. Which I'm so glad. Instead, the elements that they were going to use for it, they're using in Destiny 2 as, like, free updates. So what they're doing is they're doing a season model, which they've been doing since the game launched, kind of like a Fortnite. Except instead of just, like... a theme. It's actual content. It's like new raids and new activities and
so they're just
tons of new gears. Yeah, and so the game, big announcement. Obviously, we've talked about it on this podcast already. Is it's gonna be free to play. It's something called Destiny New Light, and you start out on the first mission of Destiny 1, and then you jump right into Destiny 2, and you can do anything you want. You don't have to trudge through 36 hours of campaign. Because there's literally so many campaigns now. You can literally jump in and start with your friends wherever you want. Because there's an instant boost that you can use to get you to 700 power. So you could start
700?
Yeah.
What the frick? I'm only 400.
Yeah, so you could literally start Destiny and play with me on the stuff I'm doing. Which is really cool because they've accepted the term that Destiny's more a place to play with your friends. You know? Another big announcement. Cross save got announced.
Yeah.
So cross save.
There's been some big news with cross stuff.
So they announced that, contrary to popular belief, it will be also with PlayStation. So you can change your characters you can port them over from your Xbox to your PC to your PlayStation to Google Stadia even, which is going to be awesome. So you have one character everywhere, which will be so nice. So you can actually play with your friends no matter where they are.
Sorry. It was just Rick and Morty, and I was like, what?
Rick and Morty? Is it a Rick and Morty game?
It looked like it said from the creators of Rick and Morty and Squanch Games.
I remember they announced that.
It's Trover Saves the Universe.
That's right. That actually looks really funny.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I was
How
like,
dare you?
I was like, what happened?
I wanted to say so. There was a game earlier that looked really cool.
Was that the Tomb Raider?
I don't know, but it looked awesome.
It looked like a Battle Royale type thing.
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
I think it was called Scavengers.
Yeah, Scavengers.
Oh, Scavengers. That
looked really cool. I haven't seen that.
And so this whole Vidoc or live stream was huge news because it's a little old news. We haven't talked about it, but Bungie left Activision a while ago. They dropped them, and they were really happy about it because they didn't like the control. They were kind of forced to release expansions and new games, even though they didn't want to. And so now Bungie's going to make most of their revenue off of microtransactions, a lot like Fortnite. Because now that Destiny is going to be free to play, and the expansions and all the seasons are going to be free updates, they have changed the Eververse store to where now you can buy emotes for $8.
As a hardcore Destiny player, does that worry you?
No, not at all. Because honestly, the stuff in the Eververse store is purely cosmetic.
But don't you think that when it goes free to play, they're not making money off of selling games anymore? Do you think they'll go, hey, you can buy this gun, this what's the yellow one's called? The exotic guns.
Exotic guns
for $10.
I doubt it. If that happened, I would be very upset. But Bungie's integrity is very wholesome when it comes to that. They know that no sort of free to play. They actually, a big controversy when Destiny 2 came out is they had mods that you can get in the Eververse store, where basically made you a little powerful. They've got rid of that because they don't want anything to do with free to play or pay to win. But that was huge news. We got the free to play, so it's basically a whole new Destiny game called New Light because they've remastered some of the missions from Destiny 1 into that. We got the new expansion, which is going to be huge. We announced that all the content from now on will be free to play. Not just that, but the free to play that you're going to get, Connor and Hasten, includes the new DLC that's coming out.
I'm glad I didn't buy it. Because I started it up the other day and I was having a lot of fun. Yeah. And I was like, maybe I'll just buy the Forsaken. It's only like $20.
And now you don't need to.
And I'm like, I'm not buying that now. Oh wait.
And so it literally comes with all the content up to even Shadowkeep. It even has a portion of Shadowkeep's content. But if you want like the campaign and the raid, you'll have to pay for it. Which totally makes sense. Another thing they've changed model-wise, which is actually pretty cool, is before in Destiny 2, this sounds really stupid, in order to play the current DLC, you had to have owned all the DLC before that. Mm-hmm. So if you wanted to play Forsaken...
Usually, if you bought Forsaken, it comes with all the previous DLC.
So if you wanted to play the newest one that just came out, Season of Opulence, or the Menagerie, you had to own Black Armory, Forsaken, Warmind.
Stacks up.
So literally like $100 worth of DLC to play that one, which wasn't very good. They've changed that model. Now they're called a la carte, because I think it's like a French term, where you can buy any of them alone that you want. So you don't have to...
It's our new jingle.
Yeah. If you wanted, you could jump into Destiny and only play Forsaken if you wanted to buy it, you know?
Yeah.
Which of course you won't need to anymore. But also another big news as far as Destiny, no more exclusivity. They have cut partnerships with Sony.
Oh, really?
So all the
I didn't hear that. That's
so
good.
Destiny used to have exclusive guns that
Every
would come
company
to
needs
PlayStation.
to do that.
Yeah,
Just no more exclusives.
Yeah.
Bungie.
I don't even want Gears to be exclusive anymore.
Oh, I know.
Like,
Yeah,
screw
for
it.
real.
I want to play freaking Last of Us on my Xbox.
Or
Yeah,
I'll
just
just
play
play
everything.
Stadia.
Play any Xbox or PlayStation game on my Switch. Just take it.
That'd be
Sure,
for
yeah.
real. I only have a Switch. No, so Bungie or Destiny used to have timed exclusives where for like a year straight they'd have... What the frick is
I
it?
don't know.
This looks insane. It totally looks Rick and Morty though. I tell
It
you
is.
what.
It's the same animation.
Yeah.
It's about Trover saves the universe. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
You guys can't see
Sorry,
this.
Yeah, we're watching the pre-show for E3 and it's very distracting. Like, it's Trover Saves the Universe right now, and man,
It's E3 weekend, guys. We're trying to get you all the news
Yeah.
possible.
Holy crap, this game
Yeah.
looks actually kind of fun, though.
yeah, this game
It's
does look
PlayStation
really
VR
cool.
too. So it's like you're
Oh,
in your
wow.
VR.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Well, should we go ahead and move on to EA now?
Yeah, I
and
think
talk
so.
about
Yeah,
EA Play? Any of the last...
I
Bungie-
will say real quick, this doesn't have to do with Bungie. So as far as Destiny goes, that's great. No exclusivity, free to play. Tons of awesome stuff, you know. I was a little upset to hear about Destiny 3. You know, to hear that we're going to have 3 more years or 2 more years of Destiny 2 was a little jarring. It was a little like, oh man. Like,
But now you know at least Bungie's gonna do what Bungie does.
yeah, and they're going to actually support it like
And it sounds like
crazy.
they really care, so
Yeah.
you're going to be getting good
Especially now
content.
that it's going to be free, I'll actually be able to play with you guys. Because honestly, like, playing with friends is awesome.
Yeah.
But jumping away from Bungie real quick, something that got a huge leak on the same day, which I want to mention because it's basically 100% confirmed at this time. Borderlands 2, a 7-year-old game, is going to potentially getting a new DLC coming today. Dropping today.
Stealth drop.
A nice announcing
What?
and dropping today.
That's
a
really
7-year-old
weird.
game because the leaks from the Steam
Does Skyrim
page-
have a new DLC?
well, so that'd be 10 years old.
I don't care.
The leaks.
I don't get another Elder Scrolls game
Yeah,
for
I
6
better
years.
get DLC.
So
The
kill
DLC
me.
for Skyrim is called Elder Scrolls 6. It comes
Yeah.
out in 4 years.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually called Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah. Yeah. Have fun.
No, so the Wario 64 was talking about this once again.
It's called Elder Scrolls Blade. You can play it on your phone.
on there was a
Suck our dick.
Steam page. There was a Steam page that was leaked for a DLC called like Borderlands 2 Commander Lilith's Battle for Sanctuary, and it was just a picture with the DLC thing in the corner, and nobody thought much of it. They're like, oh, it's a you know, it's stupid, it's not real. But then a couple of days later, the screenshots got leaked. In-game screenshots of the DLC. New enemies, new characters, new guns, like actual Gearbox made cutscenes and everything. Price details. So apparently it's supposed to be free. And the main point of it is it's supposed to bridge the gap between Borderlands 2 and Borderlands 3. That way, because it's explaining what happened between the two. Because if you've played Borderlands 2 and beat it, and you watch the trailer for Borderlands 3, it's been 5 years in between the games. Like, even in-game. In-game, 5 years.
In real life, even longer.
Yeah, in real life, even longer. But in-game, things have changed that you don't understand why. So this is supposed to explain that. Like, certain people are dead that aren't dead in the game originally.
Well, there's people from Tales from the Borderlands.
People from Death of the Borderlands. Not only that, but the main hub place that they stay, it's Boogie.
He looks
so weird.
Look at his teeth. I'm gonna eat
He
you.
looks like he's got like the shape of an ape.
He doesn't look the same at all.
Boogie 2988.
Yeah, he looks totally...
He
He
looks
lost
good, though.
so much weight.
He looks good though. He looks better than he used to. I'm just saying that. You think he looks weird now.
His stomach would be out to the guy that he's next to.
I mean,
You wouldn't even
in
be
all
able to see
honesty,
the
you
other.
probably wouldn't be here right now.
yeah, right.
he might not have made it.
Actually,
yeah.
probably not.
Anyway, continue. To
So yeah, that's really cool because if you've ever played Borderlands 2, you remember there was like Sanctuary. It's like the hub.
Mm-hmm.
That in Borderlands 3, that is gone for some reason, and this is supposed to explain that because it's like the battle for it. Which Gearbox has already announced they're gonna be at the Xbox event. They're talking at the Xbox event and everything. So everybody thinks that it's going to drop tonight on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. And it's going to be a stealth drop, like available now, that kind of thing. There's already been leaks of it. People have found it on the Microsoft Store, but it has like no pictures and no price. So it's super cool. They're almost like going to stealth drop this kind of Borderlands 2, which for me, Borderlands 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. This is like super exciting. A 7-year-old, that's like if they announced DLC.
Like if I got DLC for Arkham City.
Yeah, or Arkham City. It's or if you got
for Arkham City, it's not Arkham Knight. What the heck?
they released.
There's like,
DLC.
we realized Arkham Knight wasn't this good.
Yeah, they released
Arkham City
DLC
was
for
the
like
best,
freaking
so,
Modern Warfare 3. They're like, oh guys, we added the Peacekeeper to Modern Warfare 3.
Okay, I'll try it out.
Can't even get Modern Warfare 3 to find a freaking match online.
Yeah,
Well, should we move on to EA?
Yeah,
we
let's
have
talk about
we have 45 minutes till the Xbox conference.
Yeah,
Let's
so
move on.
real fast, EA started with Jedi
Fallen Order,
developed by Respawn. What are your guys' thoughts on it?
So just so you know, still haven't watched the EA one. I don't think I need to. I just looked at.
You don't really need to. You didn't.
I would watch the
I
Jedi
know
Fallen
what
Order
they
stuff,
talked about.
and that's it.
I want to
Yeah.
watch that.
The rest of it's kind of just like
Most of
we
it's-
added small stuff to every game.
Yeah, it's just generic upgrades.
So Jedi Fallen Order looks like an Uncharted Battlefront mix.
Yes,
And it has me worried.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy it launch day. It's one of those games I'm going to buy launch day because I love single player stories.
And it looks good enough.
And it looks good enough for me to be like, yeah, I'm going to buy this. Me and Connor were talking about this before the podcast, but all of the moves that he has, like his saber play, seems boring. It's the same thing.
It's very repetitive.
Like, it's cool that he pulls people in and stabs them.
Yeah.
But, like, he did that, like, 6 times.
Yeah.
And he just slashed, like, 6 times. And then he
threw his lightsaber
3
a ton. Yeah.
Like, it's those are his 3 moves. That's what he can do.
Basically, I feel like the demo was go to this area, climb this obstacle, Uncharted climb, swing from a rope, fight these guys. Go to the next area, climb these things, swing across the rope, fight these guys. Go across the thing, swing this rope. It was like very repetitive in the sense that it just seemed like you were kind of doing the same thing over and over, and the combat seemed a little repetitive in that sense too. Like we were saying, throw the lightsaber, force pull, So I hope there's a bit more variation.
I really do. Yeah, I think that's really that's it. The demo, we watched it. We're all kind of excited but apprehensive.
Yeah, exactly. And Saw Gerrera from Rogue
He was
One
in there.
is in it,
That was cool.
which is kind of cool. So we are going to get some.
And they said that this is canon. This game is canon in Star Wars.
In the Star Wars universe, yeah.
That's why Saw Gerrera is in there. So.
Yeah, and that's cool. I'm glad it's going to be connected. And like we were talking about, the period after Order 66 is a cool story area to explore. So I'm hoping the story lives up to what it could be, because I feel like that's one of the most interesting time periods, like the Jedi on the run.
Yeah, it was awesome when they killed all the Jedi. It was awesome when all of my favorite characters.
Yeah, it was awesome. But they just died in seconds.
But yeah, it's like a cool time period. Like, he's got to restore balance to the Force. They can make this has potential to be an amazing story and possibly Game of the Year. But we'll see. I mean, I trust Respawn. That's why I'm going to buy it. I think Respawn's a great company, and they do a good job of every game they've made that I've liked every game they've made.
Yeah, I agree with
even
you.
Apex Legends, we played it a ton, and that's our next one we're going to talk about. But.
Yeah, and I mean, Respawn, they're trustworthy. They're really good at what they do. But I don't trust EA fully.
I don't.
And I worry about EA dabbling in this somehow, whether it's them trying to push it out the door too fast or giving Respawn too much to do. We were talking about, they're freaking busy right now. They got
Jedi Fallen Order.
On. They got to support Apex still. Like, I don't know how big their team is.
Anthem.
And that's BioWare.
It's owned by EA, though.
Well, yeah, we're talking about Respawn.
Oh, the actual,
Yeah. But, and then, speaking of Anthem wasn't heard
at all through EA, which is crazy.
Honestly, though,
we're not even gonna. And did you guys hear they deleted their roadmap?
Really?
So they had a roadmap up for what they're gonna do. They missed a couple deadlines, and they just deleted the whole map from their website.
Oh my god!
So they're not even supporting this game. I went to GameStop the other day. You know how much I can get Anthem for?
$30.
$20.
That's
used.
crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically
they're giving.
First
it
of
away
all, this thing
point.
needs to be free to play.
Yeah.
This game, because it's crap anyway.
Look, this is one of those opportunities that people were kind of complaining when they announced that Destiny went free to play, because everyone was like, "Oh, I demand a refund." This is one of those times that I feel that way, because this is ridiculous. Like, I spent
they aren't supporting
$70, and they've done nothing to the game. Like, not only did they say that they were going to do the roadmap, there was going to be updates. They were talking about DLCs and free updates that were supposed to change the game completely.
The last year's E3, gameplay compared to the launch gameplay.
yeah.
Oh, it was a disaster.
different.
It's not even close.
Really?
Like, when we get done, I'll show you some
It
videos.
looks so dope.
But it's like there's
clunky.
it's crazy.
They changed, like, they made it seem like in the trailer that you could go do the missions without having to select them and then like load into them, and like it seemed
and
like
then load to get to your guns, and then load to get to your.
You literally
save
can't.
screens, and load to get
Connor,
your.
you can't
that?
change your guns in the mission. You have to get done with the mission, go back to the home base, change your one gun, even though it's a loot-based game.
Oh my gosh.
Destiny has
That
a
sounds
really
worse
good
than I
thing.
even
Like, you
thought.
can change your guns.
Destiny-
anytime. You can change your guns in the pause menu.
Destiny's gameplay and UI is perfect.
It is. It's
Nobody
really
can
good.
complain about that. The stuff people complain about is
It's the repetitive
content
nature.
and story and repetitive nature. Yeah, but the gameplay itself, Anthem should have taken, like I said, they should have taken classes and lessons from these games that are loot and shooters. Right? They have Destiny to compete with, Borderlands to compete with, all these loot and shoot games that are so good. You know, and why did they think it was a good idea that, oh, it's a loot and shoot game where you get new guns, but in order to use those new guns that are going to be irrelevant by the next mission anyway, you have to go back to the hub, go into a really long load menu that takes hours to load into just to change one gun to one that's going to be irrelevant in the next mission you play.
So Angry Joe again. He had in his video. He's like he edited it, all the load time that he had and all the gameplay time that he had. He had like 6 minutes of load time and 4 minutes of gameplay.
Oh my
There was
gosh.
more load time than gameplay.
That's ridiculous.
So
They patched it, and it did go down a little bit, but it's still like 4 and 4.
No, and it
Like,
shouldn't be.
It's
It
super
should be,
disappointing
because it's not
too,
even that
because
good looking of a game.
Anthem was one of those games, especially last year at E3. I was watching the gameplay. I'm like, man, I think I might actually play this and
This
get into
looks awesome.
this. It looks awesome. And then it came out to such horrible negativity, and it just sounds worse than I even thought it would.
Honestly, what I'm so
That's
pissed
crazy.
about is that they're gonna abandon it. Because look, what's the game? Destiny is the perfect example. Destiny 1, when it came out, bombed. Like, sales, it might have done good, but it was considered like so bad. Biggest disappointments. Everyone hated it. Like, what the heck did they do? Bungie ruined it, right? They could have very well done what Anthem did. They could have, which is, I think, smart marketing wise, just to act like it didn't happen, right? Okay, it didn't happen. You know, don't remember this bad thing that happened. But instead, Destiny was like, no, we're going to commit to this game that we love. And they made it to be arguably one of the greatest games of all time. That if you jumped in now, there's so much to and so much fun to have that it's such a great game, right? But instead with Anthem is they kept it at that terrible state, and it's just going to stay there.
gonna stay there.
It's going to stay like that. And that is so upsetting and annoying because it has so much potential as a game.
I'm
Yeah,
so sick of EA. Like I
honestly am. Like, this is why I
They
didn't
just keep
even
ruining
watch.
games.
And dude,
ruining games.
Look,
and ruining games.
Yeah.
From what I
That's what they do
saw,
best.
from what I literally saw of the overview of the press conference, it was garbage. From what I saw, they announced Apex Legends Season 2, which adds one new character, one new gun, and no new locations to the map.
That.
Yeah.
There was
None.
nothing. They added a gun and a character.
Just
the
like
character,
Season 1.
The character
and not
does look
even-
awesome.
Not even
but
that
it's like,
though. It's not. It doesn't even come out till July.
Yeah.
And-
like, how do they not do it for? It's E3 weekend. You know how many people they could get in if they're like, and it's all available now. Like,
Yeah, Season
Yeah.
2 starts
instead they're
now.
like, and now it's available in a month. So get excited for this game you haven't played for 2 months.
For this game
So-
that's dead and that we add no content to except every 3-4 months. One gun. That is ridiculous. Dude, somebody did a comparison. I was laughing my head off and I saved it. I wish I could find it. Literally, they showed Apex Legends in like the 5 months it's been out. They've added one gun and one character and this many updates, right? And then they showed Fortnite. It's added 8 guns, like 7 items, 8 new locations. They've had like 60 updates.
On the more
Like,
positive side, I will say I think the new Legend actually her moves look really.
It does.
good.
It does. It makes
Well,
force
the
field.
force field.
That's not
yeah.
like the thing is I credit to Ninja, right? This is what Ninja said about Apex. It is an awesome game. It has awesome gameplay, gunplay, the sliding. It feels so good. Some of the stuff they've added to it, where you got like the balloons and you can jump around, the
The
mobility.
gameplay feels amazing.
Oh, it's
You're right.
awesome.
It's Respawn.
But
so.
they squandered such an awesome opportunity to make a game that is ongoing, that has these updates. Like, they could have done so much with it.
What EA should have done is they should have been like, hey, Respawn, I know you guys are focusing on all these games. How about we hire one of our other 60 companies to make
do this,
your
to
content?
support it.
Just
You
like,
guys build the base game; they'll take care of all.
just
the
like
support stuff.
Destiny did. Destiny, when they were having all the battles with Activision and they were still working on Destiny 3, they gave rights to Vicarious Visions to take over the live team at Bungie. So all of the stuff that's happened on Destiny for the past year was because of Vicarious Visions. Now it's not, but it was. Do that. Be like, Respawn, be like, okay, Vicarious Visions. We know you guys don't have anything to do. You know, we're going to hire you. Just take care of this game. Add content to it. Do what you want with it, right? They could have totally easily made Apex an easy competitor with Fortnite. Not a Fortnite killer, but an easy competitor. Easy. But now they literally ruined the opportunity where Fortnite, I knew it. After like a month or so or 2 months, it was just back up on top.
Yeah. It seemed so great. They just didn't support it. Is the problem. If they would have added new characters and added new map, a new map, or
you change the map, just
even just a
have
little
some
bit.
updates to the map.
Even just a little.
Know?
Dude, they haven't updated.
Have the where's the one side we like to land with the dinosaur bones?
Oh yeah,
you know, like have that fall off the map or something, and something else spawn
or
there.
real dinosaur spawn, and there's dinosaurs.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I will say they did have in the teaser they showed apparently there are changes to the map coming or something. It looks like it. Who knows what they are, but it looks like there's going to be a dinosaur or something like that.
Well, and what pisses me off is because like I hate comparing Apex to Fortnite because you can't really compare a game company like Respawn to Epic Games, who owns Unreal and can do everything they want. They have unlimited amounts of money, but still, a fan literally created in the Unreal Engine a simulation of what they could do to Apex. Something so minute, as all they did was raise the water levels, and it changed the map so much. They could do something that simple.
Yeah.
To where there's more water and you have to like more swim.
Or make it like an event or something, just like for this weekend only, like the water levels are higher.
And dude, like literally even Blackout updates their crappy Battle Royale more than them. They just had the dam on Blackout just burst.
Yeah.
And it's flooding, and like they've added Hijacked, and now they're adding a new location from the new DLC.
I know none of us necessarily. I know none of us necessarily play Blackout, but I think Blackout's very well supported. I think.
Oh yeah,
it is.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people especially compared to Apex. Oh my gosh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Like of course, not nearly supported as much.
A lot
as
of people
Fortnite.
play it more as like the realistic, like where PUBG was like not. It was falling off. Call of Duty came in and was like, "Hey, we're the realistic.
We're the realistic.
Now, you know what I mean?"
So
I feel like the only ones really hit by this was. PUBG. They're just like, dang it, we got F.
Yeah, PUBG did get F, which it's sad, but PUBG suffers from the same thing Respawn did. PUBG could have very well come out and supported the game so much more, but they didn't.
I mean, they support their game with like new maps and stuff like that.
And now recently they've started to. Did you know PUBG added a battle pass?
They added that a while ago.
Recently. Well, no, they added it to the mobile. So the battle pass was exclusive to mobile, which was kind of a stupid idea. But now they've added it to this. There's actually more customization. Because that's one thing that
PUBG's huge on mobile.
Companies fail to realize with these
I think
battle
that's where
royale
most
games.
of the money comes from. It's huge.
Yeah, I think PUBG actually is more popular than Fortnite on mobile.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised about that.
Should we talk about
let's move on.
Sports?
Yeah.
How have we gone this long
FIFA
talking
20,
about EA
I don't know a whole lot about
it. Any sport.
Well, they saved it all for the last.
Yeah,
a lot of people are angry.
FIFA Street, right?
I don't even know.
Was it, or was that just a...
I didn't watch anything about FIFA. I'm not a huge FIFA fan.
Yeah, I'm a FIFA fan, but I didn't watch this stuff. I don't care, honestly.
I can talk about Madden. I watched all of that, and I'm really frustrated with what they did.
Really?
So, their big thing that they added... So, they added the X Factors, which is basically abilities. So, like, Patrick Mahomes has this ability where if he can throw, like, 3 complete passes in a row, and he can throw the ball 80 yards down the field. Because he can do that. He can throw an 83-yard pass.
Yeah.
Whereas quarterbacks in the past, you can only throw
60, 70.
50 60 lucky. Yards. Yeah. Whereas Patrick Mahomes now has this ability that he can bomb it down the field. And then, like, Aaron Donald has one where he pressures the quarterback. Like, there's cool X Factor, but that's their big thing. Mm-hmm. And then their next big thing that they keep talking about is run-pass options, right? You shouldn't be bragging about run-pass options. That's just a playbook.
Yeah,
that's an ad that you need to be doing.
That's something that's always there.
There's
right?
so much that they could do with a Madden game, and they're just like, you could run-pass option.
They just take the incremental steps.
They really do. And then it was funny at the conference. They were like, "Who likes Ultimate Team?" And everyone literally booed. They're like, "Boo!"
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And then they talked about the face of the franchise mode, which is like, You play as like one of the 10 colleges that you can play as. Which why can't you play as all of them?
Yeah,
Just
bring
freaking
back
do it.
NCAA.
Yeah, that's what
EA,
everyone
come
wants. And then you play in the college playoffs, and then you go get drafted to the NFL, and it's basically your my player career thing. You can only play as a quarterback. You can't do like a running back or a defensive back or a wide receiver or anything. You could only do it as your quarterback.
That's stupid.
So I don't know. I'm getting so pissed off. I'm gonna buy it again.
Yeah.
Because it's what I'd play in my spare time. I'm hoping 2K does good this year. With 2K, NBA 2K.
Yeah.
But, Madden's really just pissing me off.
Yeah.
There's so much you could do with NFL and they're just like, here's a minor update.
I wish what they do is with Madden, like, I wish they would really
they changed the scoreboard.
Oh, wow.
It's been the same for 4 years.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I remember that used to be a big deal. They changed the scoreboard.
It was a big deal. I seen it and I was like, that's cool, something new. It was literally the same scoreboard for like 3 or 4 years.
That's ridiculous.
It's like, why can't you change it every year? Use the ESPN one or use the I don't know.
Because that was always one of the things we'd look forward to. Like, what scoreboard are they going to use this year?
It
sounds like
deal.
a stupid thing.
It's a big deal in a game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
It's a change.
Yeah, I think it would be healthy for EA to just be like, hey, guess what? No Madden game next year, but you're getting one in the next year. And we're building it to have everything you could want. You know, like that would be awesome.
The franchise modes, the menu all looks the same as last year.
Really?
It literally is the same menus.
I feel like the menus have looked similar.
They have for probably 4 or 5 years now. It's been the same menu every year. Which, like, they used to change it every year. It was different every year. But now they're just like, we're just going to pump out FIFA and NHL and Madden and
NBA Live.
Whatever. NBA Live, yeah.
Which nobody plays.
Yeah. 2K destroys in the NBA market.
I don't know how they even sell copies for that.
Last year, apparently, it was better. I still didn't play it. If it goes free, I'll buy it. But, yeah.
Yeah, I think in a nutshell, EA's press conference, or I guess it wasn't a press conference, their just play, their thing, was very disappointing in terms of if you were looking for something new or something exciting, you weren't going to really find it. Besides Jedi Fallen Order, I think the rest was pretty predictable and pretty safe.
I'm watching the Jedi Fallen Order gameplay right now, and it definitely looks different than I thought. I mean, it like you said, it's definitely like an Uncharted, Assassin's Creed.
It's what I expected, but I want a little.
It looks
more.
Cool though.
It does look cool.
I mean, I really hope they don't screw it up. But here's the thing: is I have no hope for EA. Honestly, EA at this point has screwed me over too many times, and they don't do good with their
I just
games.
wish, like, EA has some really good licenses that I'm surprised they're not putting out there. Like, where's the Dead Space? Make a new Dead Space. People would love that. Skate 4. People have been asking for that forever. In fact, Greg Miller, who was hosting the EA thing, even at the end, made a joke, like, right before they left. He was like...
He did a great job. He was freaking hilarious.
He was the best part of the EA conference thing. And at the very end, he was like... well, thank you guys for watching EA EA play. Unfortunately, we didn't have time to show Skate 4. See you guys, bye. Oh my god, that's awesome. He was totally joking because there wasn't any Skate 4, but it's like that people would want that. People would lose their mind if there was a Skate 4, you know? So I feel like EA has stuff they could put out that people would really like. NCAA, goodness. If they put that out, people would lose their mind.
It's just the only problem with NCAA is there's legal things that they have to hash out with the NCAA, you know, before they can. So
it would just be so cool if they did, though.
Yeah.
Any last thoughts on EA?
No, we'll have a video up about Xbox and them very soon as well.
Yep.
Xbox and Bethesda.
Yep, for sure.
And then we'll do Nintendo on Tuesday, and maybe with Nintendo we'll talk about Square Enix.
We'll probably do something to talk about Square Enix and Ubisoft too.
Before we talk about the Nintendo one, just mention Sakurai basically said that there's going to be a new character.
Yeah, Sakurai confirmed that the new character will be revealed for Smash on Tuesday, which is awesome.
Let's go! I think it's going to be bad.
I mean, it was pretty obvious. Like everyone was responded to it on Twitter with just like the pretends to be surprised like face and stuff. Like it was pretty obvious, but now it's good to know it's confirmed. But it is E3 week. Get hyped, everyone! I'm freaking psyched. I'm ready. The Xbox conference starts for us here in 20 minutes, so we're gonna watch that.
23, don't give me
23, sorry. Look forward to our Xbox and Bethesda conferences recaps. And also, we'll do something for Ubisoft Square Enix on Monday. Probably won't be Monday, but then Tuesday, Nintendo as well.
If you guys made it this far, make sure you go check us out on Instagram at Super Basement Bros and on Twitter at Super Bros Videos. Yeah, we post pretty regularly. Go check out our flagship show. We have the Super Basement Bros show. We have episodes about 2 weeks. We're all forms of entertainment, and look forward to our next episode. We'll be covering everything E3, guys. So
yeah, and keep it locked here for Super Basement Bros because we got a lot of E3 stuff coming this week. And I didn't mention this at the beginning of the episode, but if you guys didn't know, we are an entertainment podcast. We celebrate all things entertainment related. So video games, especially right now with E3 going on. We also talk about movies and television and stuff like that. So look forward to our regular scheduled podcasts, which usually go live every other Sunday-ish, roughly. But yeah, we hope you guys subscribe, like, comment, all that. We really appreciate you guys listening. Give us your feedback. And we'll see you guys at the next conference.
E3! Bye!
E3!